Okay, quick question. Why do you think Levi and Hange never actually became a thing?
Honestly, I think it mostly comes down to Levi. The way he is, he just doesn't let people get that close.
Yeah, that makes sense. But at the same time, he's clearly different with Hange compared to everyone else.
Exactly. That's what makes it interesting. He's more patient with her. He listens, he stays around, which is not something he usually does.
Right, like with other people, he would just shut things down or walk away.
Yeah, but with Hanji, he doesn't. He lets her talk, even if he looks annoyed. And that already shows she's not just anyone to him.
So then, if she was that important, why didn't it go further?
I think that's exactly the reason. 'Cause she was important. And for Levi, that also means risk.
Risk as in losing her?
Yeah. His whole life, every time he gets close to someone, he ends up losing them. That pattern doesn't really change.
So he just avoids going deeper.
Pretty much. It's not that he doesn't care. It's more like he doesn't allow himself to go beyond a certain point.
Hmm. So you're saying he kind of holds himself back on purpose?
Yeah, and it fits his character. He stays close enough to care, but not so close that it would completely break him if something happened.
That actually explains a lot, because with Hanjay, he never pushes her away, but he never lets it become anything more either.
Exactly. Stays in that middle space.
What about Hanjay, though? Do you think she ever saw it that way?
I think she understood him. Maybe not in a romantic sense, but she knew how he was. And she didn't try to force anything.
Yeah, she never really pushed him or made things awkward,
Right, she just stayed herself.
and somehow that worked with him. So basically, both of them just kept things as they were?
Yeah, and the situation they were in didn't help either. They were constantly dealing with war, loss, and survival.
Yeah, not exactly the kind of environment where relationships grow.
Exactly. Even if something was there was never really space for it to develop.
But if things were normal, like no war, no constant danger,
Then I think it could have been different. Not anything dramatic, but they might have gotten closer over time. Like just spending more time together.
talking more, that kind of thing,
Yeah, just small changes. And for someone like Levi,
even small changes are a big deal. That actually sounds pretty realistic for them.
it does. Fits how both of them are.
So in the end, it's not that nothing was there. It's more like they just never let it go further. And that's why it feels unfinished.
Yeah, because you can see the potential, but it never fully happens.
Honestly, that's probably why people still talk about it.
Exactly. It leaves just enough there for people to think about.